What is a flipped classroom? In a traditional classroom, the teacher teaches and the students follow along. Then students go home and continue the learning process independently in the form of homework. While that works for many students, some are left out. Not everyone learns at the same pace or in the same way. All students have their own unique learning styles. Some students can listen and learn, some learn better by watching, and yet others learn best by doing. In a flipped classroom, the teacher creates an instructive video covering the material and concepts for a lesson. Students watch the lesson at home and usually engage in an introductory activity to reinforce the learning. They can pause or replay the video as often as they need until they grasp the concept. When they return to school the next day, the teacher continues the lesson through independent or group learning. Since students are already familiar with the concepts, the teacher is available in class to assist students' individual needs. For example, a math teacher could post a video explaining how to convert fractions. He could include sample problems in the video for students to work through at home. The next day in class, they could continue their practice of converting fractions and how that concept applies to the real world. Flipped classrooms can be used for project based learning as well. For example, the teacher could post a video outlining an assignment where groups of 2 or 3 students work together to create a public service announcement. Having students create PSAs requires them to research current events and make connections to the real world. It promotes higher order thinking by analyzing problems and developing realistic solutions. Another project could be an investigation of air pressure and the students performing the can crush experiment. With the help and supervision of parents, students would perform the experiment and video it. They could create a slideshow or other multimedia presentation explaining the processes involved that cause the can to crush. Computer science teachers could create a flip lesson for introducing a programming language like Python. In addition to the videos the teacher creates, there are countless tutorials on the internet he could link to. Flipped classrooms do have their challenges, though. Primarily, many students do not have access to internet connected devices. However, school districts, state and local governments, and private organizations have many programs available for underprivileged families to receive no or low cost computers. Organizations like PCs for People and Human IT help connect families to those programs. If you want to try a flip lesson in your class, start by creating a video and show it in class. Answer student questions and treat it as if students watch the video at home. When you are ready, create and assign a flipped lesson through Google Classroom and have the students watch it at home. As with much of teaching, you will quickly learn what works and what you want to change. Don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques. Thank you for watching, and please fill out the survey on Google Forms that was emailed to you regarding this presentation.